Our art science segment continues with 3 online gaming demos. So my intros are going to be terse from now on because we're on a tight schedule. I'll simply say, online gaming, of course, has been a crucial business phenomenon, an important social phenomenon, and one of the greatest drivers for innovation in the fusing of art and science. The 3 demo sessions you're about to see have 2 things in common. One is they're all about gaming going big. That is, expanding activities from 1 or a few users to much larger. Having things on a grand scale that have been on a small scale before. The other is that all these 3 demos are of technologies that are very, very new. In most cases, it's their first public presentation at all. So you're getting in right at the start of these new technologies and innovations. So we're going to start off with Charles Huang and Brian Bright of Guitar Hero. They're going to show us Guitar Hero World Tour, which is a new ability to record music to upload and share with others. They'll tell us much more. Welcome Charles Huang and Brian Bright.
Thank you, James. Thank you, everyone. When my brother and I set out 4 years ago to create the first Guitar Hero video game, we had an idea that would be a big hit. But what we didn't realize was that the game would be one of the sparks for this phenomenon of social gaming, which is, where different family members across generations would gather to play Guitar Hero together, or that people would invite their friends over to their house for Guitar Hero parties, or that bars across this country would host Guitar Hero nights. And the other thing that we didn't expect was that Guitar Hero would be the vehicle through which a lot of young people discovered great classic rock and roll songs that you and I take for granted by bands like Aerosmith or Metallica. And so what we're doing in the next version of Guitar Hero, what we call Guitar Hero World Tour, which is going to release this holiday season worldwide, is we're going to take the joy of social gaming together with the wonders of music discovery and wrap it all around some new features around user-generated content. And we're going to show you today some new hardware and software innovations that will allow some Guitar Hero users to create music and share it with other people, and will allow other Guitar Hero players to discover and experience new music all in this unique Guitar Hero way. So I have with me today Brian Bright, who is the genius behind the music studio in Guitar Hero World Tour, who will demo for us the power of Guitar Hero and GH Tunes.
Cool. Thank you, Charles. I can't say I'm the genius. We have 150 developers at Neversoft, and a lot of them, many of them, if not all of them, are more intelligent than I am. So Charles mentioned the fact that now that Guitar Hero and music gaming in general is so huge, we're able to get some of the biggest artists out there, Van Halen, the Eagles, the Doors, which is awesome for consumers because they get this classic music, it's master recordings. But it's a little harder for the independent, small bands to actually get into the game, just because we have the major labels now knocking on our door. So stage 1 of really what we want to be able to do is provide an outlet for independent artists and bedroom musicians to be able to get a piece of some of that exposure from Guitar Hero. So stage 1 is launching this fall on Guitar Hero World Tour, and it's the music studio and GH Tunes, which is our distribution network that allows sharing of uploaded music. What I'm going to show you here today, you're not only creating music, but you're actually creating an interactive level for people to play. So we've kind of taken the complicated level building tools out of the equation and just allow people to make good, compelling music. So we have a music studio. If we can switch over to the video here behind me, that would be great. Thank you. OK. We have a music studio. We allow 4 different players to just jump in and out at any time to basically create music. Now, Charles is on drums. He can throw down a little beat here and just show you how that works. Charles is not a drummer.
No. Apologize.
Switch out for me, please. But he can play drums on the drum kit, and if you are a drummer or you have a better sense of rhythm, you can jam away, and I could be playing guitar on top. So on guitar, I'm not a guitar player either, so please excuse me. But on top, I can go ahead and throw a guitar on. We've actually integrated amplifier and cabinet modeling into the game. So and I can go in and change to different guitar sounds. we've got about 50 different guitar sounds for the rhythm guitar. You can go in, you can change your scale, you can really customize how the buttons are laid out. I can just show you here. There's a lot of flexibility. And one of the challenging things about what we're trying to accomplish here is we want to give families, friends, people who want to create music socially, we want to give them easy tools to use, but then we want to give the musicians out there more in-depth, hardcore tools so that they can really create the exact piece of music that they want to create and then share it with everyone. So there's a lot of depth here. I'm just going to kind of scratch the surface for this presentation, but there's things we can change: volume, panning, beats per minute, everything there. We've got a number of different instruments. I was showing you the rhythm guitar. We have a lead guitar. And now the guitar has an accelerometer built into it. So we can use the accelerometer to determine how much you've tilted the guitar to actually change the octave of the notes that are being played. We also have a touch strip that we can use for palm muting the notes. And so there's multiple ways to actually change and alter the sound in real time. We offer different instruments besides rhythm and lead guitars. There's the bass guitar, functions similarly to the lead guitar, but uses more bass sounds or keyboard sounds. And then there's drums, and drums are really cool. I mean, obviously I can play drums on the drum kit, but I can also load up the drum machine and play it on my guitar. So I can go in and pick a different drum kit. These are all different drum kits. I'll pick the dub kit, and I can go in and pick a loop set. And now I can play drums with my guitar. Now the accelerometer controls the volume. I can change the pitch with my strum bar. And I can manipulate the patterns in real time with the slider bar. And throw crashes in with the whammy bar. But at any time, I can also record that. So this is where it gets easy. Each player can just go in and hit record. I can record that and go back and play back exactly what I did. And even the volume changes get recorded. And so from there, there's another instrument we have, which is the keyboard. Now, 4 players, like I said, 4 players can jump in and out at any time and just jam together socially. So with the keyboard, I can go in and pick a keyboard sound, multiple sounds here. And they go range anything from rock organs to synthesizers to old analog synths from the 70s to actually like toys, blips and bleeps to anything you'd want, flutes. That just plays like a keyboard, and I can change the octave. But then I can go in and load up the load up the key machine. And this is, if any of you are musicians, it's an arpeggiator. But essentially, we use pretty much everything on the guitar, all the human interface devices, to actually be able to manipulate the rhythms. And it will cycle between 2 notes if I hold to. And I can grab any of those notes. And just really manipulate the length of the notes, which note's a sustain, which one's a gate. Actually, the order, I can change the order from up, down, random. So a lot of flexibility. And one of the other things that we really want to do, Billy Corgan, who's with the Smashing Pumpkins, came into Neversoft, saw an early build of this. And I thought we had some pretty good ideas. We were pretty far along. And this was right before I went on vacation. And he says to me, it'd be really cool if you could do things with it that you can't do with a regular instrument. And that just got me thinking on the airplane. It's like, God, what can we do? And from there came the drum machine and all the manipulations you can do, the arpeggiation with the slide bar, a lot of just interesting things. Even if you hook multiple MIDI devices together, you might not have some of the flexibility you have playing our drum machine with the guitar, because we have just such intuitive controls and just controls that are unique to the game. So I can go in and record up to 4 tracks here, just like I did the drums, and then go in, which is the big social thing. All of us can do that. We can go in and we might have a minute of brilliance between the 4 of us and 3 minutes of garbage. So we want to go ahead and edit that together. We've actually put GH Mix in the game. I'll just give you a brief, we'll just look at it here. You see there on the right, that's actually my drum track that I recorded earlier. And I can go in and copy and paste and move that around and loop it and do everything I want there. But the whole point of all of this is to be able to share this music. So I'm going to show you GH Tunes. Now, GH Tunes is our distribution network to allow people to share and trade music online. It's really a platform for people to gain exposure within the Guitar Hero universe. The game hasn't been released yet, so this is all like testers that have put things up. But I can just give you a brief example here. You can have all-time best, where you see different artists. We can go to Hot This Week. And I can go to the next page, scroll down. It's kind of like a Billboard meets a YouTube in essence. I mean, we have an advanced rating algorithm. So every time you download a song and play it, you rate it. This guy made this song. The little monkey is his album cover. He's used a layered graphic system to create the album cover, and he's put his song up on so other people can download it and play it back in game. And we're going to give you a brief example of how you can play a song back in game. So we'll go in here and do quick play. And we'll do... These are songs that some of the testers at Neversoft have made. I'll pick guitar, Charles pick drums, standard. I'll do medium, because the song's really hard. We're just going to play a little bit of it just to give you a sense of this is something just somebody with no musical background and no sequencing background composed in a couple of hours and then uploaded and was able to share it with everybody. So we kind of butchered his rendition. But thank you. So you get the point. Imagine putting this tool, when we get it out there this fall in front of millions and millions of gamers and musicians. We really don't know what's going to happen, but there's enough tools in here for people to create anything they want. And the whole point is to allow people to express themselves and kind of get a platform in the world of music gaming. So that's Guitar Hero World Tour. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Huh.